and a very pleasant good afternoon. Happy Halloween. I'm taking this off because I can't breathe. I had to put on a mask. It's Halloween. And of course I have on the pumpkin jackets. And for those of you that are asking yourself, he's just wearing the jacket. He's probably wearing shorts, or maybe he has on maybe no pants. I got the full outfit on, baby. I go big. I would not let you down, and I would certainly not let Halloween down. Happy Halloween, everyone. Despite the weather, I hope you're having a great day today, an enjoyable day today. For those of you that are scheduled to trick or treat this evening, I'm sorry. Obviously, it is rather miserable conditions for trick-or-treating, especially for the younger kids. Before we get to all of the weather information, let me throw a shout out to East Street Beer. They are the exclusive sponsor of WhiteBoard Weather each and every Thursday afternoon. East Street Beer has been on the north side for over 65 years. They have classic and craft beer selections. Matter of fact, they have over 350 brands of beer in singles, six packs, and cold cases right there in the cooler. They are your last stop before you reach the stadiums on the North Shore. So if you're headed to the Steelers to see them play the Colts on Sunday, this is the place to stop to get your beer fresh, to get it fast, and to get it easy. You can visit them right there on East Street, again on the north side, or at eaststreetbeer.com. Thank you, East Street Beer, for being a sponsor of WhiteBoard Weather. All right, let us get to some of the weather information for this Halloween night and beyond, because there are some big changes coming. You'll notice I do have some background music. I can't have it too loud, and I had to continue to talk over top of it so I don't get nicked by the police for musical copyright infringement. But as long as I'm playing a radio station in the background, I think I'm okay. All right, I'd like to set the mood for Halloween. So far, at least as of the last report, there was 0.9 of an inch of rain at the airport. That was at 10 o'clock this morning. So obviously that number has gone up much higher. And I do believe we probably have already broken the wettest Halloween on record. And I'm going to show you some of the Halloween records in just a moment. First off, let's hit some birthdays for today. Born on Halloween, Christopher Columbus. Brian Piccolo, if you know Brian Piccolo from the movie Brian's Song, and buddy Gail Sayers, that movie still gets me to this day. Comedian and actor Rob Schneider, Dan Rather, John Candy, the late John Candy, Vanilla Ice, Rob Van Winkle, born on this day. All right, stop, collaborate, and listen. And Bill Fralick, the late Bill Fralick, died last December from cancer. Of course, the Penn Hills standout in football and at the University of Pittsburgh as well. So Bill Fralick would have celebrated his birthday on this day. It's National Caramel Apple Day today, National Magic Day today. Watch me disappear. And it is National Doorbell Day today, because a lot of doorbells usually ring on Halloween. And we also have National Knock Knock Joke today as well. Let us get to some of the weather information, because there is plenty of it to break down. Let's take a look first at some of the Halloween records. The warmest on record, 1950, when it was 79. The coldest, 1887, when it was 20 degrees. The wettest until today on record was 1.22 inches, dating back 120 years. And the snowiest, you probably remember this, it's more recent memory, 1993, 6.6 inches of rain, or I should say snow, on Halloween in 1993. Here's the way it looks on radar this afternoon. We have a front approaching and moving through the area. There are some heavier downpours of rain where you see that deeper shade of, say, orange. That's cutting right through the North Hills right now, right around Wexford, McCandless, Ross Township, down in through parts of Washington County. And this will be the case probably for the next few hours. I think it's probably going to take until about 7, 8 o'clock before the widespread rain will be tapering off. And then it's just going to be really windy the rest of tonight and into tomorrow morning. We're looking at wind gusts of about 40 to 45 miles an hour, hence the wind advisory that is currently in effect, or will be, I should say, in effect as of 5 o'clock this afternoon. All right, here's a look at the colorful watch map for western Pennsylvania. The tan shaded area is the wind advisory. That includes the entire viewing area. The green shaded area is a flood advisory. That includes parts of western and northern Allegheny County, also northern Washington County. That is because a lot of rain has fallen and there's some ponding of water on roadways. So that is a flood advisory for the heavy downpours of rain. The yellow shaded area is a freshly issued tornado watch. Now let me explain this. You can see it goes all the way toward the central part of the state. When they issue these watches, they are for a very large area. You'll notice we're on the, we'll say, western fringe of the watch. I think the chances of seeing a tornado are very, very, very low. So don't get all worked up. If you want to get worked up, you can watch one of the local news stations. They'll get you worked up. But you can see the watch is in effect for Clarion, Jefferson, Armstrong, Indiana, Westmoreland, Fayette counties. And I think if you're going to get a thunderstorm in those areas, it would be between now and about 5 o'clock. I think after 5 o'clock, it's just going to be rainy and windy. So let me make myself clear. Yes, there is a watch in effect. Do I think it's actually going to produce a thunderstorm that will produce a tornado? No, I do not. But there could be a thunderstorm with some rumbles of thunder and heavy downpours of rain. So that is my take on the tornado watch and the wind advisory. For everyone, that is certainly warranted with those wind gusts that will be picking up momentum. Here's a look at current conditions. It is mild outside. You got mid to upper 60s, Butler at 68, 67 in Pittsburgh, and 72 in Latrobe right now. And you see the winds picking up speed. Sustained at 15, already seen some gusts of 25 miles an hour. The winds will continue to get gustier over the course of the next few hours. And as we head down through this evening, if you have yet to secure any Halloween decorations that could blow around, I would do so, because chances are they're going to get a good buffeting of wind. Sustained 15 to 25 tonight, gusts of 40 and 45. The winds will begin to subside and die down by tomorrow morning. So that is the latest conditions. Let me show you the weather map. This is the way it's going to look at about 7 o'clock this evening. You'll notice the cold front across the central part of the state. So what's happening right now, the front is moving through the area. That's why those pockets of heavier rain are occurring, and there'll be potential in the next 90 minutes to 2 hours for a thunderstorm across those eastern areas. Again, by 5 o'clock, I think that thunderstorm threat goes by the wayside and it's just rainy and windy. This is tomorrow morning at about 7 a.m. You'll notice the front is long gone. High pressure begins to build in. It's still going to be breezy, but the isobars start to kind of spread out, these lines of equal pressure. They're tighter up here. They start to loosen up here, which means winds will begin to subside. You'll also notice still a little lingering moisture here in northwestern Pennsylvania. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that someone north of I-80, maybe northern Venango or Clarion County, Forest County, could sneak in a wet snowflake or two first thing tomorrow morning, just there, not here. And then by late in the day tomorrow, this is Friday evening, the high settles overhead, winds will lighten up, but again, it will be much colder over the next 24 to 48 hours. And then as we head into Saturday, we'll get a reinforcing shot of cool air that'll mainly bring just clouds with this front, but we could again stir up a flurry or two as you get up near Erie on Saturday evening and into Saturday night. Sarah, no, I did not say the S word. I said the F word. Flake. Don't get the local news fearcasts will get you all stirred up. I won't. Don't be concerned about it. So that is a look at the weather maps. Now, I'm going to get you over to the whiteboard. I'll break it all down for you, day by day, almost hour by hour. Here on Thursdays, we are sponsored by East Street Beer. You can find them online at eaststreetbeer.com. They're located on the north side, right on East Street, and they are your last stop for fresh beer before you reach the stadiums. Keep that in mind if you're headed to the Steelers game this weekend. Wind advisory until 10 o'clock Friday morning. Sustained winds 15 to 25, gusts of 45 miles an hour. So keep that in mind. Again, if you're taking someone to out for trick-or-treating tonight, hopefully you don't have to, or if you have decorations in your yard. Possible, and there's the F word, flake sighting north of Interstate 80 late tonight and then again late Saturday night. And again, it's going to be location dependent north of Interstate 80. And then, of course, we fall back this weekend. Saturday night into Sunday is when the fallback occurs. Tonight, rain tapers off, windy, colder. Again, that flake late north of I-80, 36, the low temperature. Keep in mind, it's about 66 right now, so about 30 degrees cooler by tomorrow morning. Big drop off. Breezy with morning clouds tomorrow, breaks of afternoon sunshine and turning less windy through the afternoon. And then Friday night, 40 degrees, clear and chilly. Should be a nice evening, albeit cool, for Friday night WhiteBoard playoff action. And then on Saturday, mostly sunny, 49 degrees. Sunday, intervals of clouds and sunshine. If you're headed to the Steelers game, 46 degrees. On Monday, partly sunny, 52. And 56 degrees on Tuesday with an afternoon rain shower chance. So there you go. That is the breakdown of your whiteboard for this Halloween afternoon, sponsored by East Street Beer, online at eaststreetbeer.com. So that is the breakdown. Now I will do one more quick check for you to update any late breaking information. And as of right now, there have been no changes to the watches. We still have the wind advisory, 5 o'clock tonight, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. That is with sustained winds of 15 to 25, gusts of 40 and 45. Rain crossing the area, most of it between now and about 7 or 8 o'clock this evening. Then the rain is going to begin to taper off. And again, for those areas east that are technically under a tornado watch, if you're going to get a thunderstorm, the best chance of that happening is going to be probably before about 5 or 5:30 this evening. Then beyond that time frame, it's just going to be rainy and windy. So that's the sort of concise version. And then, of course, much colder tomorrow. Tomorrow, speaking of which, the whiteboard weather winter forecast is tomorrow. 8 o'clock is when I'll be doing it live. If you can't join us live, you certainly can at your leisure at some point tomorrow night or maybe over the weekend. but I'll break down my assessment of what I expect for Western PA this coming winter. And hopefully you've been following along. I've been posting those videos, about a minute and a half videos, each and every day, sort of a preview of the winter forecast by my good friend Paul Pastelok out at AccuWeather. He's one of the smartest long-range forecasters I've ever known. So I always pick his brain, and I asked him to do me a solid and give me some of the his information in video form, which he's done. So check out those videos when you get a chance. You can get them all at pittsburghweathernow.com. As always, please share Whiteboard Weather with your Facebook friends. The more you share, the more people we can get in on our community and our family here at Whiteboard Weather. Again, if you're headed out this evening, I wish you weren't. I wish everyone, this is my personal opinion, I wish everyone would have changed their trick-or-treating to a more favorable evening. Not the case. If you're headed out tonight, be safe. Lots of leaves coming down, lots of wind and rain as well. So again, not a real pleasant evening to be out trick-or-treating. Have yourself a great Halloween night. I will talk to you bright and early tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for Wake Up Whiteboard Weather, at which time it's going to be about 30 degrees colder. Happy Halloween, everyone. Peace.